Yo people, Garrett doing here for another video, and this video is going to be in Farming Simulator 19, and today we are going to be playing as a police officer at the brand new police station we've been working on the past few videos. Now currently I'm driving back this sheriff van. It's one of those that we did not actually get a chance to transport in the past, but I asked you guys in those videos if it was something you wanted me to do, and everyone was just saying yes. So we used it on that one firefighting call in that heavy rescue, but now we are here to put it back at its home. We're just going to leave it in this parking spot because I want to get this first day on duty started. I have not yet decided which cruiser I want to use on today's patrol, but I think we're going to just go for one that's in the parking lot. These are great options. Obviously this is really undercover. There's no spot in this unless the lights are turned on, and then your sheriff truck can go off-roading a lot better than some of the other ones can. I'm assuming no one would expect this Dodge to be part of the police station, because like, what kind of government can actually afford this? Now the Sheriff Tahoe is definitely a good option, but I think there's something better. And actually we just got our first call, so we're gonna have to make this decision pretty quick. Okay, you know what? Let's go for this right over here, which I guess means we're now a sheriff supervisor, so that's pretty cool. But the call we are on is for responding as backup. Nothing too crazy. They just can't handle the current situation by themselves, so we are going to give some assistance. Now, I know some of you are not going to be a fan of the vehicle I chose, but if you have a different preference, let me know in the comments below, and I'll try to account for that when we go to grab vehicles in the future. We just got reports that the call is now a code 3, so we're going with our lights and sirens. Okay, wait, where is it? Where is it? Oh, geez. No. Okay. There is no way we just did this. I'm actually back in the ocean. What? How? Someone explain. Why does this happen every single video? I don't want to be in the water. I want to be on land. I guess we're going to have to just get a boat, because this cliff is way too tall to tow this from. And obviously the other three directions are just blue water as far as the eye can see. For now, we're going to have to start swimming. So it's either we go that way and we head to that white dock, or we go this way and climb up this bridge. These are two very bad options because they aren't close by any means. So you know what? Let's just go this way. There's no point in wasting any more time. Okay, we're back at the land, and now I'm gonna have to make a ton of phone calls. We're obviously gonna need some kind of towing vehicle. We're gonna need a big boat that can handle a ton of weight. We might even need the fire department just because obviously the legal requirements, and I will need some more cop cars as well so we can be noticeable and shut down any roads. Oh, and I should probably call our sergeant since I'm no longer able to respond to the code 3 backup call. The sergeant is not happy. He is so pissed off because obviously that officer needed our support. We weren't able to attend. Now that officer is all okay now, so don't worry about it. But I did manage to get a boat and a fire truck in the meantime. Now this fire truck is a Hummer, and the reason we got a Hummer is because of the winch on the back. I'm not sure if this will do the trick. We might actually need a tow truck, but if this boat can't handle the weight, then I'm not sure what we're gonna do. But it should be all good since it is a military grade hovercraft. Now we're also gonna need this Rescue 2 fire truck, and that's because it has a bunch of equipment that we may or may not need. At the bare minimum, we will need one of the tow hooks, but I'm assuming some of the wooden blocks are going to be handy as well. I also just really like the way it looks. Like, look at all the seats in the back, and oh, it's just a beautiful vehicle. Not to mention the beautiful lighting setup. I don't know who exactly made this. I think it was the same group who makes most of the vehicles. It's like GKYM, or it's something like that. I don't know. But let's turn those things off and turn off the engine, and let me see if we can grab one of our department vehicles. Just in case you didn't believe that the sergeant was mad at us, this kind of proves it. I asked for a police cruiser, and he really gives us this. The engine would barely start on this thing, and it drives like a potato, but it's gonna have to do. The Hovercraft fans have started up, and we should be good to get moving. Due to the department's regulations, I'm going to have to turn on some of our flashing lights on the police vehicle, and at least one of the fire trucks needs them on as well. So let's go for the Hummer. There we go. That should be all good. Now we're ready to get moving. Let's hop in the captain's seat. We can fold up the ramp, put on our straps, and back on up. Here we go. We're turning on out. And okay, that should be good. Let me start moving forward. And ooh, this thing goes really quick when you have such a light load. We're hitting the open waters here, and we can gain a bit of speed. We still got to be careful though, since this is a very large hovercraft and it will not stop right away. I still can't believe that we crashed a police cruiser in the water, especially on our first day actually working at the station. Now, if my memory serves correct, in the past week or two, we have destroyed a vehicle at the power sports store. We also sunk the Chief's Jeep at the fire station, and now obviously the police cruiser. We are on an absolute roll. So I'm just positioning this thing up. I don't know how we're even going to do this because I need to tow from the other side. Let me lower down the ramp a bit. We can remove our straps as if those really did anything. I'm going to move this tactical response truck right to the edge so we are nice and noticeable. And now let's move the Hummer to the edge as well, or as close as we can get. That should be good. I want to leave a little bit of space in case we do roll. Now it's time to go swimming once again, so let's go for it. Woo! The Tahoe is still in one piece. Let me attach the winch right like so. And I guess we can start pulling once I move back onto the boat. Let's go ahead and tighten up the cable, and let's start pulling this thing onto the boat. Excuse me? What are you doing? No. No. You're supposed to pull the other vehicle. Guys, this is not working as planned. It is completely destroying the Hummer. I don't know what to do. The Hummer cannot handle this job. I'm guessing we're getting stuck in the mud. Obviously, this sheriff vehicle is in the water. So let me make some calls and see if there's any other solution. Oh boy, Chow is the absolute man. He is so kind. He's allowing us to use one of his tow trucks, and hopefully it will be able to get this thing out of here. I don't know what we'll do if it doesn't work. Honestly, plan C would have to be to just get a new vehicle for the department, but that is so expensive. There is no way I'm affording that. It's also our first shift, so I haven't even made money from this job. When I was on the phone with Mr. Chow, he said that his workers would drop off a vehicle right over there on the white dock. So we're not going to have to travel too far away. We're going to have to be really careful driving this thing because it's not really supposed to be in that area, but there is no other solution. Now, of course, we do have our police and fire on the boat, so technically we're doing stuff the right way. It's just not really what we're supposed to do in most scenarios. Can lower it down the ramp. I'm gonna take off this Hummer for two reasons. One, it just doesn't have a purpose, and it also is taking up too much space. I'm really hoping the tow truck's already here, and oh yeah, it is. Okay, perfect. Is this the HR 150? It definitely looks like a Western Star. Let me take a look. Oh yeah, we were right. Okay, that is awesome. He is such a good guy. Now, yeah, I'm definitely going to have to do a lot of work for him. Okay, wait. Hold up. Never mind. Scratch whatever I was saying. What's going on here? Bro, I don't think you're going to get a nice suntan when you're wearing that suit. But I also don't really want to mess with you, so you just do you. I didn't really think this one through. How is this going to make it up? Like, look at how steep the ramp is. Actually, you know what? We have a lot of tires. We should just be able to go for it. Yep, there we are. Okay, perfect. I'm really happy that worked because I wouldn't have known what to do. Rescue 2 now has its emergency lights on because it's the only fire truck on board. And we should be good to head on out from the dock and back to the scene. So time to line ourselves back up. And I kind of learned something from our first attempt, and that is to be at a different angle. And here is the new setup we're working with. Now, the sheriff vehicle is obviously still in the water. we're at a slightly better angle. We won't have to turn it as much. And obviously we got the new tow truck as well. So let me position this thing up. Now I'm not quite sure if we're gonna have to put supports down. I'm gonna try it out. Hopefully they will fit. And okay, it's kind of moving us, but it is on the ground. Now we can lift up the rotator's arm, extend it on out, and I guess down just a bit. I guess we're gonna go back in the water to attach the hook. Here we go. All right, that worked pretty well. So now it's the moment of truth. Are we gonna be able to actually rescue the sheriff cruiser? Let's give it a shot. I'm gonna start pulling. We've officially started to pull this cruiser out from the ocean, and the tow truck is handling it just fine. I don't think we've even moved a millimeter. Let's just keep on going, nice and slow. Nothing too crazy. I don't want to mess this thing up. Now the real question is, how are we gonna actually get it on the boat? Obviously this is a lot higher up, but I'm not too sure if this platform is big enough. It is rated to handle a vehicle's weight, like we can have a few thousand pounds on it and have it operate correctly. I don't know, this seems so sketchy. I want to try rotating this arm, so let's give it a shot. There we go. All right, that's working well. We just got to rotate a little bit further, and we should be all good. We might even be able to bring in the arm, so let me lower that down. There we go. And we will make sure it's still angled at the side. Oh, this is actually working. Now my only concern is how close we are to the tow truck. This is just a few inches, and if we hit it, Mr. Chow is not going to be happy. I'm going to try raising up this ramp. It is working well. Okay, there we go, ladies and gentlemen. We've successfully gotten it on the boat. So that's the end of this video. Why not click the secret video in the top right corner? But first, make sure to subscribe and click the thumbs up button down below. That's also where you can find my Discord server, in the description. There are many different links, such as my Twitter, Instagram, Patreon page, merchandise store, and even the Garrett Plays membership link. You guys are awesome. Bye-bye.